Hey guys, welcome to the Right Foot Down Motorsports YouTube page. I'm Daniel Webster here with you. So this week's video, we're getting the car ready, taking my Super with the Rowdy wrap on it, and we're going to not just one, but two bucket list events. Really excited about this one. I think you're going to like it. So first off, we're going to get the Rowdy car ready. I'm getting ready to pressure clean it now. It gets nasty. Go through, got to get some setup stuff done on it, some maintenance here and there. It actually hasn't raced since we won at Citrus, but we are going to get that thing ready and hop on the road and head to Berlin, Michigan. It's about a 20-hour ride on the GPS. Never been there. Really difficult racetrack from what I hear. But we are not only competing in the Battle of Berlin 250 for $40,000 to win. We're also, if everything goes right, we're going to stay for Saturday and run in the very first Cleetus McFarland late model event. Really excited to finally get to debut this paint scheme. We've had a few races we were planning on going to, but Mother Nature has not been as cooperative. But I think this is going to be the perfect event to go to. It's actually a race that was formerly named for Kyle. It used to be the Rowdy's Revenge, because he loved going there and racing for big purses in front of a massive crowd. Yeah, really looking forward to getting up there and see if we can help put a show on. So if you guys are new to the channel, basically what I try to do week in and week out is bring you guys through the experience of what goes into making this all happen. How much work it is on, customer cars plus personal cars, trying to keep that balance of customers happy and producing results with fast race cars that are well prepared, and hopping in the seat and being able to compete with my cars and trying to advertise for my business with my personal results of how the races go and everything. In such a fast developing world of high income teams with engineering support and everything, still trying to do it on a grassroots level and still make it work. But when it does, when it comes together, it makes it that much sweeter, I feel like, to do it the old school way. But enough about me. Back to work. I'm going to fire up the pressure cleaner and get the underside of that thing cleaned up and start to get it prepped for our big trip. All right, the first bit of prep I'm going to do to get the car ready on the setup side of things is actually going to take place under the hood. So since Berlin is such a slick, greasy, hard to get the power down track, a lot of people run their prolates. I'm still bringing my Super, but we're going to knock some horsepower out with this bad boy right here. All-Star makes this handy little deal where you can switch out the pills and to different sizes for different horsepower needs. So I'm going to start with this, and it probably knocks, 70, 80 horsepower out of it to start. And even then, probably also going to change the exhaust to knock some torque out and maybe disconnect the secondaries on the carburetor. It's crazy for that big of a racetrack. You have to do that much to detune the power out of it, or you'll just literally never get it to the floor and burn the rear tires off. So I'm trying to do all I can here before I get there, and so I'm prepped when I get there to kind of be on pace with what everyone else already does there. But like I said, Hocevar won there with his pro car. A lot of the locals that win there run a crate car with the Supers. Like, the horsepower hurts you there. So I'm going to get that knocked out and then get into general maintenance and setup and everything. That is not the answer I was looking for from you. So, quick update, just kind of going through just final checks on Rowdy here. And so the last race at Citrus, it was very low in oil pressure. But the sending units go bad often on the fancy blinky electric, the stepper motor gauges. Hell, on this car before, so it already had either a gauge or a sender unit go out. Didn't think anything of it. Car's been sitting here for 4 months. Just need to put a gauge in it. So I changed the oil, primed it all back up, went ahead and changed the gauge, fired it, and it only made 10 or 15 pounds of oil pressure. I was like, I changed the gauge, but not the sending unit because it's a different style sending unit, like a new generation. So I had to cut all the wire harness apart, rewire it to the new sending unit to work. Still only made 20 pounds pressure. So went to O'Reilly's and bought a cheap mechanical gauge, rigged up, and it still only makes 18 or 20 pounds of oil pressure. I don't know what we're fighting here. So after that, we pulled there's a inline return filter that is a canister style where you can pull the screen out, inspect it. Normal wear there, nothing, a couple little flakes of metal, but nothing out of the ordinary. Put that back in. The oil pump itself felt kind of a little bit rough if you spun it by hand. So I pulled the whole pump out of the car and disassembled it. Didn't see anything wrong there either. I don't know what's going on. We just pulled the valve covers off, checked the lash. One was off, like 10 thousandths or so, but didn't really see anything crazy there either. So basically, just dedicated an entire day to searching for this problem. I'm going to have to determine here pretty quickly if we're going to pull this motor out. I do have another motor for this car we can put in. It's just such a pain in the ass on supers with all the oil lines and everything. It's going to take a day to swap everything over because nothing's just the same. That would be too easy. Or take the dirty mo car, because this car's sitting ready to go. It was supposed to run Cordial last week and got rained out. It's literally sitting ready on go. My thoughts were, this thing we bought to be our big track car, like it's got a really badass motor in it, more than anything else we have. And going to Berlin, most of the people bring crate motors there. It's so slick that they don't even bring a super. So I already had like the tiny restrictors on this thing. I thought about putting a crate motor carburetor on it. Like, do I want to put 400 laps throughout the week on my best motor when I'm not even using it for the power? Because, but it is ready. Or, like I said, I could try to get the motor switched in this thing, but I still would like to get some paying work done before I go out of town to race for a freaking week. Yeah, I'm going to check one or two more things on this thing and then make a decision which direction to head. Like, that's, the Dirty Mo car is the newer car. This is the one that just won the last time it raced up at Citrus with Nassie, the former Reese car. So I trust it to unload really close. The thing's been great everywhere we've taken it. Damn it. I don't know. I'm feeling a little indecisive this morning. Okay. Backup motor in, rowdy car. We're going to throw it in the trailer, head up to Citrus County Speedway, run a few laps on it. It's 30-35 minutes up the road, so it's not bad. Run some laps, make sure new motor's good, pressures, temps, no leaks, blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, good way to start a Thursday morning. Okay, back to the shop. Do a little quick sweeping and cleaning, get the floor pretty, and I'm gonna try to rearrange. So all the parts to finish the tour mod should be here today or tomorrow. I think tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna put that one in the back of the shop, Rowdy on the lift, so I can get the gear changed, nut and bolt, do final preps on that, maybe a couple little adjustments from some things I felt practicing at Citrus. I think we'll carry over to Berlin, and then I'm gonna get Chad's car in, get it ready. I'm trying to line up a crew chief to take it to do Smyrna next Saturday while we're still at Berlin. I need to get it cleaned and maintenance and nut and bolted and all that stuff. So busy Thursday afternoon. We got 2 more days basically to get everything done, loaded, wheel bearings on the trailer still. So, all right, some more car Tetris. Okay, locked and loaded. Next stop, Michigan. Oh yeah, that's where she stopped. All right, truck's happy. Let's go fill up on some jerky and whatever else in there. I guess there's practice today I didn't know about. We just pulled up the park and like most of the people are here testing. All right, quick update. So we started off, I was clocking some of the good cars while we were waiting to come in. They were running like 1650s and 60s. I unloaded going 90s and O's. Dude, this place is as hard as they say it is. It's weird. Nothing I do at home teaches you how to drive this place. So as the runs have progressed, I've made some adjustments to the car and to me. And a lot of those cars are backing up to running 80s and 90s and O's, and I'm still able to go like a 90 and consistent O's the 3 or 4 runs I've been out. So as my tires have aged and the track slowed down, I'm running the same speed as I get better. So I feel a lot better about where we're at. Earlier I was like 4 or 5 tenths off. I was like, that's gonna be hard to pick up. But we're getting closer. So I'm gonna try a rear suspension change and go back out. That's badass. You get a little bit of everything here, guys. Everything from the old milk truck on the open trailer to the Rhett Jones rig. It's a unique blend, and this track is so hard and so unique that, I mean, that thing might come blowing by me later just because it's a crate car and he's driven here for 30 years, and I don't really know what I'm doing around here yet.
But appreciate you guys letting me join in with you, have some fun today, and just really thankful to be at this track. We got a sold out show Friday and Saturday, so it's going to be a banger, and I hope tonight goes awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, we just finished up practice. We're Pt.1, getting a quick floor nap, and then get ready to push through tech in about 5 minutes, and then see what we got for qualifying. This place is tricky. Meanwhile, Sean has built an igloo out of the spare nose. All right, car is through tech, ready to qualify. Just showing you guys real quick some of the facility here. This standing in Victory Lane, some really big grandstands. It's cool. It's cool to see like the stadium feel at a local short track. And then on the grandstand side, this whole concourse area, they have live band set up over there, bars. Lots of suites across there, and then the stands keep going, and this place is going to be freaking sold out later. Really, really cool stuff. Highly recommend. I wish it wasn't 18, 19 hours away for us. But now, let's get ready to suit back up and get ready to qualify. least out-qualified the other YouTuber in the field. We put it P10. I feel like anytime you qualify next to that thing, and then in front of that thing, and Hocevar, super proud. McKee and Bubba on the front row. Boris has been here his whole life. Atwell's run here a bunch. Terry Seneker, I mean, it's a Seneker, it's here. Shotco, like all these guys live here. Really proud. Put her in the top 10 first time here. So we got about 30 minutes of downtime. Try to do a little more hydrating and get ready for 250 laps of the Battle of Berlin. And look at the crowd already filling in just for qualifying. Really cool. Daniel! Everybody rolling. Still inside 91. Still inside the 91. Still you in the 91 here. Side by side behind you. Right now, roll the top. Now, 33 at your quarter, outside 24. At your door. Outside quarter. You're right now getting a run back at your quarter. Go outside, inside now. Alright, all clear. Nice quarter. Left hand, you got your quarter now. Clear on exit. White flag here at the line, white flag. Side behind you, racing, clear by 2. Checkered flag here at the line. Not what you wanted, but probably learned a little bit. If you still want to come back here Saturday, you kind of know just what to do. Alright, I think we finished P14. Long race. Car fired off decent. It was pretty good for a while. Then I got a little free. We came down at lap 50, and I changed right rear spring because we backed up to kind of far back on the lead lap. I was kind of in my own little bubble with like between the fast cars and the slow cars. So I'm like, well, let's go ahead and try a softer right rear, snug it up a little bit, and went back green. I didn't really, didn't really like it. So lap 100. The next competition caution came out. We put our first set of rights on because I was free. I'm like, well, we'll put these on. We'll try one more little wheel spacer adjustment to snug it up a little bit more. And it freaking shook so bad I could not see where I was going. Like, I don't know if the bead wasn't blowing up, like it didn't seat, or the tire was out of round. I've had lots of tires. I've had issues with Hoosiers being out of round and just bouncy.
It was horrible. I fell back to last, went a lap down, was just drifting in the way in slow motion for 50 laps. Managed not to go 2 laps down. I think we stayed 1 lap down, right?
I think we were 2 at the end. But
Were we 2 down? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. But it sucked. So lap 150, we had to put our remaining 4 tires on because I was just literally wrecking in slow motion. It was horrible. After that, the car was great. I drove up midway through the field, just trying to take care of it because I was on better tires than everybody. So the last 50, everyone else put their tires on. I was a little bit in the way, and I had some fun battles. And I just started coming down pit road, trying adjustments. I'm like, hey, we're gonna be back here Saturday. The car's in good enough shape to come back again. So I just started kind of using it as a test and running through like, let's try this, let's try this, let's try this. And ended up 14th 1 lap down, I'm pretty sure. Not exactly the goal, but this place is really hard. But definitely a ton of highlights, like getting to ride around in the truck and wave at the crowd with Majeski, paired up with him because we qualified next to a truck champion's really cool. And this place, I'm telling you guys, check this out. It is an hour and a half after the races are over, and the crowd is just now dying down. Kind of. Like, I have been signing autographs and hero cards and selling t-shirts out of the back of my trailer for an hour and a half after the race is over, and they're just finally starting to dwindle down. Like, the last few people are trying to get to Cleetus over there. But crazy to see the fan turnout here. Like, when I walked out of the trailer after I went and sat down and cooled off for a few minutes, I walked out of the trailer, I was like, what's happening? It was impossible to move down pit road. There was that many people here walking around, looking at the cars, talking to teams and drivers, getting autographs. Pretty special. Really, really cool what they have going on here. So that's it for now. Time to find somewhere open for food. I am freaking starving. So see you guys back at home. Or no, we're gonna be here again in 3 days, 2 days. I don't know. See you at the next update.
We're going to be here to actually race on the weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna be here Saturday because today's Wednesday, and that's really hard to get in your brain when you've raced on weekends your entire life. Okay, future Daniel here. We're back home, back in the shop, back to work. But I'm gonna stop this video here and break it up into 2 parts. So appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. It was such an awesome week. So at this point in the video, we just got through the 250, had an okay day, learned a lot, got good notes to come back on Saturday. So for the next video, I'm going to show you we're going to go back to the track on Thursday, work on the car while Cleetus was there testing with Zach and George in the Eric Jones late model. It's kind of cool watching those guys work. And then we got to come back on Friday with VIP passes, and I'm going to show you what a Cleetus McFarland experience, Crown Vic, minivan wrecking, whatever crazy show looks like from the VIP side. I'll get to sit in the infield and watch it all with a drink in my hand and just getting to take it all in. It was really cool. And then going through the Saturday, the Big Ass Lake 75, and actually racing in Cleetus's first event, and show you guys how that all went. I got some really cool in-car footage with the pedal work, and you see my footwork and everything on the Saturday show. So check back in a couple days, we'll have that video up. But for now, thank you guys. Make sure you are liking the video, subscribing to the channel so you know when the next video pops up. And like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the guys at the track and all of you that watch this stuff and come along for the ride to see what it's like to try to go race on a national level with a backyard prepped grassroots team. It's really, really cool. And that's it. We'll be back in a couple days with the next video to see how the Saturday went while we were there. All right, thanks, bye.